Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us for Demo Slams with Google Apps. My name's Trevor Beck, one of your hosts for the show today. Our regular host, Lee Webster, unfortunately is not feeling very well, so he will not be attending us, but we still have lots of cool stuff that we're going to be showing you. As I mentioned, my name's Trevor Beck. I'm a Google innovator, Google trainer from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. And I'm going to ask the other gentleman to go along. So we're going to start off on my, I think it's left when you're viewing this. So Nick, you're first. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, Nick Cusmano, Google Innovator, trainer, and any other educational certification you can get.
And where are you from?
St. Louis, Missouri.
Excellent. Thank you. Jonathan, I think you're next.
All right. Hi, I'm Jonathan Bennett. I'm out of Bangkok, Thailand, and I'm a middle school computer science teacher, Google certified educator level 1 and 2, and I'm working on the video to submit for Google Trainer. So
excellent. So it's 11 o'clock at night. You're where you are, right? Or close to it?
Yeah, that's right. It's 11 o'clock here.
Yeah. Thanks for taking your Saturday night and joining us. Dan.
Hey guys, Dan Layton, normally out of Cambridge, England, currently in Calcutta in India, doing some cool stuff with some clever people who do AI and machine learning and data analytics and all kinds of cool stuff. And yeah, we're doing a bunch of interesting things, some of which are education related, and the plan is to do more in the future once we figure out how to get more dev on it.
Okay. Excellent. Thanks you. Okay, so here's what happens if you've never been to one of these before. 3 minutes, everyone gets a chance to talk about whatever is exciting them about Google. And I will give a 1 minute and a 30-second warning so that they can tie it up. At the end of it all, you guys as viewers get to go in and vote on it, which one you like the best. And then that person is crowned Demo Slam king or queen for the session. I don't know how many of you guys have won. I have been doing this for what, 4 or 5 years, I think, 4 years. I haven't won yet. So I'm willing to take pity points at any time. Okay, so first up is going to be Jonathan. So Jonathan, if you want to do your screen share, I'm going to pin your video so we can keep an eye on that. And then let me know when you're ready and I'll start the timer.
All righty, let me see here. Let me just do this here so we're not getting the whole infinite regression on the video. Okay, I'm ready to go.
All right, go.
Okay, so one of the things that I find really useful in my day-to-day life is TabCloud. TabCloud is a really useful Chrome extension for managing your tabs across different computers. I'm going to show you how, in particular, I've organized TabCloud because I saw this thing and I thought this is really cool, but it took me about 6 months to figure out the best way to set it up. So this is actually in my school account. These up here, when you open up TabCloud, you'll need to sign in to get this list down here. You install this extension from the Chrome Web Store, and then you'll need to sign in to get the option to do this. These are all sets of tabs I have saved. So if I look at these sets of tabs down here that I've saved, you can see that I've got one for each of the classes that I teach, as well as one here for my classroom screen. So if I click this here, it will open up. I'm hoping you guys are seeing classroom screen now. Is that what you guys are seeing now?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. It opens up the screen that I put up on my projector whenever I'm not using, whenever I don't have anything specific to put up on the screen. This is just a useful little tool that I can have. I can put a clock on here. I can put a drawing on here. But the thing is, I don't have to remember the location of this file. I don't have to type in classroom screen. I don't have to save it because it is saved here as display one. And I have one set up for each one of my different classes that I teach, as well as one set up for right now I'm working on my midterms project. So this is all the different bits that I need to get my comments written that were due just yesterday. And so I haven't deleted that tab yet. But when I'm done with it, I can just delete a set of tabs and they'll go away, right? So this is the way that I suggest organizing it. You see this is Google Classroom, but each one of the pictures is different. Why? Because I have my default Google Classroom class selected. So when I open up Computer Programming 5, it dumps me into that classroom. I don't have to click anything to get straight into there. For this here, we're teaching CodeHS for computer programming. When I click this, it dumps me into that section status. So that is a way that I suggest organizing your tabs, because then you only have to have open the ones for class that you need and SLAM.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Cool. I use that a lot too. And one of the nice things is that when you go to like different labs or whatever, computer labs and stuff, you don't actually have to log in your Chrome browser. You can just log in and just do the add-on. Very cool.
Cool.
Okay, who's next? It's going to be Dan.
I think it's me.
Okay.
So, okay, guys. So I've got no belief that I'm going to win anything today because this is going to be slightly random.
Okay, start.
Go. What I wanted to talk about, some of you guys may not be aware that there's some really amazing tools in the back end of Google, particularly Dialogflow is a really interesting system for doing conversational engines. Now, some of it's really complicated, but there's a few bits which are reasonably simple to do. And actually, a really easy way to get these things, Google Home, or indeed your phone, you've got the Google Assistant on it, which you can get on iOS or Android, obviously, and you can get it to run. We're going to try something. This is actually for a hip diagnosis questioning thing. But what you need to imagine is that either this would be a really cool thing for kids to do in computer programming because they have to think all the way through the full sort of flow to be able to do it. They really have to plan it out using some flow charts to be able to do it successfully. So it's a good sort of exercise. And also it's kind of cool to think about being able to do voice recognized trivia quizzes, all kinds of things. There's some really easy ways of doing trivia quizzes on this where you actually don't have to code at all. You can just use a spreadsheet to do it. So we're going to try and get it to work, and we're going to use my favorite wake up word for this, which is hey boo boo. Hopefully it's going to work. Hey boo boo, talk to AI helper.
All right, getting the test version of AI helper.
Cool.
Hi there, I'm Archie.
Hey, can you help me out?
I'll certainly try my best.
Cool. Do you know my hip hurts at the moment?
One more time.
Huh. My hip hurts at the moment.
Sorry, I couldn't hear what you just said.
My-
One more time.
Alexa's better. My hip hurts.
Let me see if I can help. First, how old are you?
48.
Do you feel pain continually or intermittently?
1 minute.
Kind of all the time, really.
Do you feel pain continually or intermittently?
Well, it's continual.
Do you feel pain continually or
Being
intermittently?
a pain. Continually, to make it easy for it.
Where do you feel pain? Is it on the outside of your hip, in the groin area, or does it feel like it is inside the joint?
30 seconds.
Mainly on the outside.
How bad is the pain at its worst? On a scale of 1 to 5.
Okay, boo boo, stop. The key thing here is, though I didn't get it quite right, it is picking up.
How bad is the pain at its worst?
Yeah.
The mic.
Shut up now. The key thing about this is what it's actually doing is it's picking up the intents in a way which are a bit more clever than you might expect.
That's
did I-
time, but I'll give you 15 seconds if it
I'll give you
finishes.
15 seconds. Key thing is get into Dialogflow, dig into it. There's lots of tutorials. You can have a look. Sorry, I thought you were telling me 1 minute was gone, not 1 minute to go.
Oh, no.
Have a play. It's worth a punt. It's kind of fun, and it's fun for your computer science guys as well.
Okay, this looks really cool and interesting. So if after the show, if you can send me a link of some information on how to tie the two together, I'll put
Yeah.
that in our in the video description because I mean I find this very interesting, but I know we only have.
It's pretty cool. But sometimes if you're on a slow internet connection like I'm here, it'll flake out. But normally that works great.
No
There we
problem.
go. That's technology for you.
Yeah. Nick, it's
Cool.
your turn, sir.
Okay, all set. Let me
What are you talking about? Chrome
I'm-
Progressive Web Apps. Sorry.
I'm going to show Grammarly's new extension.
Okay, you can start.
Okay, so Grammarly. I wish that my second area of so theater and film teacher originally. Lots of time that's English. I got social studies, so I always need all the grammar help I can get. So Grammarly's my best friend, especially when it comes to email. So but I want it in Google Docs, and now I can have it in Google Docs and on my Google core apps. So you go to the Chrome Web Store, you search for Grammarly, you add it. I've already added it, so you just click Add to Chrome. And so now it's in my Chrome browser. So as I start typing, I can go, the red fox runs down the lane, and make sure that it's on. So I'm turning it on. So now it's on. And then I right click it, and that gives me my two definitions and helps me correct that as I go along. So a little bit stronger than Google, and gives me more options and helps me become a better writer. So that's mine. Great to use for students also, because anything you can use them to help become a better writer before they turn it in. More power to you, and that's my slam.
Excellent. Slam. Yes. One thing we've had people in the past have actually done like whole video montages just to say the word slam. So at least you've typed it in. It's more than I've ever done. Okay, thank you, Nick. Can you time for me?
Yep, all set.
Just give me a second while I get my screen sharing going here, and we'll go for this guy here. Okay, so you can go ahead and start.
Okay, go.
So what we're looking at, oops, I got a pin nice video there. So what we're looking at here is my iPhone. I'm in Google Photos, and one of the options when you click on the menu at the top says open in Snapseed. You can't see it because that recording window. Hang on a second. Look at that. There we go. You can see this option here. It says open in Snapseed. Snapseed was an app developed for video editing that Google bought a few years ago, and it's available on iOS as well as your Android device. And so this is what it looks like when I open it up to begin with. Now, one of the things I really hate about a lot of these video apps is they give you so many different looks and themes, or whatever you want to call it. The nice thing about Snapseed is it gives you a handful of these ones that you may want to use. And then when you go in and start managing your own settings, you can actually save those as presets. And that's where you see these pictures of this woman here and these different faces and stuff. Those are actually presets that I've created because those are the looks that I like. Because a lot of these, quite frankly, all look the same when I get done with it. So you can create your own themes. I don't want to focus on that. What I want to focus on is some of the really cool tools that I don't see anywhere else. And I'm going to start off with Portrait. Now, one of the cool things about working with Snapseed is it's very much you can do it with one finger. So if I take my thumb and I go up and down, it gives me an option, all the different options. And then when I want to do that option, I just move left to right. So you can see the color changing on this guy here. I can then go and say, you know what, I want to smooth his skin out. And this is all done just with one thumb, which is really nice that you can go in there and change all that. So I could go and make all those adjustments. I'm going to just not save that one, but so that was tonal contrast. When we look at Portrait, and I'm going to select this item here, I can change the color of his face, and then when I look up and down, I can make just his face a little bit brighter. I can smooth his skin out.
1 minute.
And then I can clear up his eyes a little bit. That's kind of cool. But what is really cool is this guy here, the head pose. So first I'm going to zoom in so you can see it. Google actually recognizes that head. And, you know, I kind of think it would be kind of cool if I could move him left and right so that he can actually look a little more to the left or look straight on. And then I'm going to go and I'm going to hit pupils. I'm going to go hit smile because you know what? He needs to have a bit of a smile. So I can actually give him a little bit of a smile. And so depending on the app that you're working with, I'll actually increase this forehead too there. Depending on what app you're using, you can do all sorts of cool things with the faces and stuff that you can't do it anywhere else. And that is my slam.
Cool.
And 5 seconds to spare.
Oh, yes. So, and I tell you, you start loading up pictures and playing with people's faces and shifting them head and making their eyes go together and stuff. It's you could waste a lot of time. That's for sure. Okay, that's our slam,
been a
guys.
while.
So the link to the form is available on our website, bit.ly/demo slams. It's also available on the description for the video that you're watching right now. If you have any questions, put them in the comments field at the bottom there, and as we get time, I'll go back and answer them. I really recommend, if you're interested in this stuff, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and also go look at our archives back on our website, because we've actually have all the videos there, but I've also taken all those videos and I've put them into a search function using awesome tables. So you can either search through or just quickly scan and find out which video has what information. There are some really cool slams that have been done over the years. That's it for us, guys. Thank you very much for joining. This video, because of the way it started, in my experience, is we basically are all going to have to leave this Hangout, and then I will have to edit this. So it usually takes about 20 minutes or so for Google to realize there's no more video, and then after that, it'll shut it off automatically. So again, something else you can learn from my mistakes. Guys, I'm going to reach out to you again in about 2 minutes with a different Hangout, and we'll just have a quick chat. That's all right. All right.
Cool.
Thanks, everyone. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.